Hey guys, Thetcglover here. How are we doing today? So today I've come at you with my top 5 reasons to buy the Monarch structure deck. Now, we're going to go into that straight away. So number 1, it's really cheap. Have you seen the price of structure decks? Okay, let's just go back. Okay, every single structure deck that's ever come out has always been from $8 to $10, okay? And if you pick up 3 at once, you're going to be paying less than 10 times free, okay? I'm going to be saying that now. Every time I've ever had to buy 3 structure decks in the past, I've always paid £21 on eBay. Okay, £21 for 3 structure decks is actually really solid. I'm imagining in America that it's going to be less than $30 for 3 of these decks. So to even start playing Monarchs, even pick up 3 of the decks, you are paying less than the price of a Solemn Strike, the price of a Cyber Dragon Infinity. You know, it's super cheap, and considering that it's so powerful, I think it's worth getting into. And it doesn't use an extra deck, so once you picked up your main deck and you've actually started playing it, it's pretty much almost there already. There isn't really much else for you to do. You don't need an extra deck for it to work. In fact, it probably functions better without an extra deck rather than with one. So you don't have to worry about that at all. There's no startup. You can just be a brand new fresh player and pick up this deck and you get a whole bunch of really awesome cards. Number 2, it's really strong. I'm not going to get into specifics about the exact cards that make it so strong, but the new support is actually really amazing. And because it doesn't use an extra deck, it can provide a strong anti-meta approach with its new support. Its field spell is especially strong at preventing Pepe and other similar pendulum decks and so on. Number 3, it's easy. It's really easy to play. The deck actually plays itself. It's literally just tribute summoning. You just tribute summon stuff, you play some like magic cards, and then they're like, oh, I've lost. Oh shit. You have a large amount of decisions that you can actually make, but understanding how to play it doesn't take more than like an hour tops to learn it. Then you can start learning how to use it with actual text that actually you can take it to tournaments without having to worry about how to actually play the deck, because stuff like Mermails, when it came out, it was actually very complicated when it came to actually learning how to play it just from the basic get-go, you know. So it was a really tough deck to learn. But this deck actually just the learning curve is super easy. But then after that, you actually start to think, how can I tweak this to make it actually able to beat newer decks? Number 4, it's versatile. So what I'm talking about that is that you don't have to play the field spell. Okay, you can actually play it with an extra deck. Okay, because recently in Scotland there was a regional, and 10th place was a Monarch player who did not play the field spell because he said that the Pepe matchup was too iffy when you played the field spell, even though the field spell is actually incredibly powerful, which I'm going to have on the screen, and it's worth considering when you're actually buying this deck whether or not the field spell is even worth it in the first place. But if it is, then you're realizing that this thing is carrying the deck so much further than it could have before. So this recent top in Scotland actually shows that there is diversity and there's versatility with the deck completely. And my final reason, my favorite reason, is because it's Monarchs. Okay, it's fucking Monarchs. It's this deck that is like 12. Okay, what year is it now? 2016. The deck came out. Zaborg, the Thunder Monarch, came out 12 years ago. Remember that. It came out when BLS came out, when Chaos Sorcerer came out, around that time. Okay, that is really old. To be part of the Monarch movement, to be part of the Monarch like life cycle, okay, in this game, because I'm not sure it's going to get further support after this point. To be part of it now is to give a huge respect to the people in the past who spend their money playing Monarchs, to play this game as it was 12 years ago, and to say, you know, well, thank you so much for your contribution to this game, because without you, this game would no longer exist anymore. Monarchs is one of the pillars of Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, because everyone knows what Monarchs are. Okay, if you talk to a non-Yu-Gi-Oh! Player but they know about the game a little bit, they will know what Monarchs are, because Monarchs is like heroes. They're just there. Like, everyone fucking knows what they are. So even if you are playing a broken version of this old-fashioned deck that existed years ago, before you were even born probably, you can feel pride that your deck is broken but respected by everyone, because you're going, oh, I hate this Monarch deck, it's so broken and no extra deck. But they can't take the respect that they have for you away, because it's Monarchs. It's great. You're part of a team now. You're part of the club, the coolest club in the game. Not really, but it's pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on my reasoning. I really think it's an amazing deck. I really think it's worth picking up, and I really think, considering how expensive Pepe is, and how we're starting to see like basically a triangle between Monarchs, Cosmo, and Pepe. At this point, Pepe is pretty much at the top of this hill at the moment, but we'd like to see some diversity coming around. But honestly, I think these 5 reasons is justification for picking up the deck, mainly because it's super cheap and broken. It's disproportionately broken for how much it costs. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'd like to see your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in a few days. Until next time, guys, the Thetcglover is out.